Hey guys, as you can see we're back in Texas now. Been back since early Sunday morning. This is Thursday. Uh, Me and the fiance are fixing to head over to the store, do a little shopping and things. When we get back, I've got a special treat for you. My kit for working on the van has finally come in. Uh, I'm going to give you a little rundown of what I got and get some work done on that minivan behind me, and hopefully see what happens. So come along with me. This ain't a how-to video. This is just me doing a little work on the minivan. This is something new that I've never truly done before. I'll explain more about it here in a little while on the next part of this that you see. Should be when we get back from the store, which will be a split second for you guys. But anyways, yeah, Sunday morning we were back here about 10 or 20 minutes to 8 o'clock. This is Thursday afternoon now, so I'm sorry I haven't got much out there. Been kind of enjoying a peace of quiet, and I've been back to work I went back to work one day. Almost gave myself a heat stroke because it was just that dang hot that, you know, any of you that live here in Texas that watch me, you know that the heat down here is excruciating in the middle of the day, and it just so happened I was working in the middle of the day. But anyways, come along with me. Today I got a new kit in. I'm going to go over it with you. I've got to do a little work to it to make it last for a while, and it's a kit for working on this minivan. Plus I'll be able to do other cars with it, other cars and trucks with it too. I'll explain that here in a little bit. So yeah, come along with me. So we're back. Apparently my camera messed up, so I had to I'm having to reshoot this one. Anyways, we're back. We didn't have to do any shopping. She just wanted to go eat. A decent restaurant. Food was okay. Anyway, I had a burger. It was, you know, a burger, but it was decent. Anyways, the kit that I was telling you about on earlier, this is it. You know, it's an AC recharge kit. We had to replace the AC pump on our minivan before we moved to, well, when I first came to Texas. Before they followed, they had to have the AC replaced on it. And instead of having somebody recharge it and pay a big fee and all that, I said it was cool at the time, so I told them to wait and I would replace it myself or redo it myself. Other than the AC pump, it had to be put on to be able to drive the minivan. But as far as recharging, I chose to do it myself, and I ordered the kit. It just came in last week while we were gone. Thank goodness it was not we had a box sitting on the porch that they could put it in. But anyways, this is the vacuum pump, because the system's got to be vacuumed down now that it's been pulled apart. You know, got to get the moisture and air and all that out of the lines. And I've done ACs before, mostly within little single gauge deals you get from Walmart or the parts store or whatever. This is a whole new system, so like I said a little while ago, in the beginning part of this, this is not a how-to. This is just me showing you something to be doing. You'll either get to see me succeed or you'll get to see me fail. Either way, it's going to get on camera. So come along with me. I've got to do a little work to this pump so that way it doesn't burn up on me. I got some oil in it, and we'll see how this goes. Okay, so I got everything hooked up here. The high pressure side is in a very bad spot to get to. It's under the air box here and the washer fluid and power steering fluid containers. The low pressure side is over there. You can't see it from the angle you're at. And I got my pump down here on my car ramps to help hold it up high enough that the yellow line here can fit. Right now, with the manifold closed and the line valves open, I'm sitting at a 0 all the way around, which is what you want from all the research and everything I've done. Pretty simple, very easy. I've done enough research that hopefully this goes smooth. If not, you guys will get a good show. And hopefully I won't be out of the vehicle because my truck's still not done and we're waiting on the insurance to find out what's going on. Hopefully we'll have it back pretty soon and they don't decide they're going to total it because it's too nice of a truck to try to total. I get a chance, I'll probably add in some videos or some pictures of it on one of my videos. Maybe the next time I get to do something with, vehicle wise. But for right now, I'm going to do this. I'm just going to bring you along with it and go for it and see what happens. So, have fun. Come along for the ride. Maybe you'll get to see me screw up. I hope not. Alright, so we have just a couple of minutes here before my timer goes off. I want to take a few minutes here and explain to you what it is I'm doing, what we're actually doing here, and what I'm looking for. The purpose of vacuuming the system down is to rid it of any kind of moisture, debris, you name it. It helps pull the system down and it puts it under a negative pressure. In theory, to allow it to draw in the first batch of Freon to allow the AC pump to kick on. The AC pump has a low pressure sensor on it that doesn't allow it to kick on when it's down at a certain, when it's below a certain pressure. So what this does is it vacuums it down, draws the moisture out of the system, gets it ready for Freon. Now my gauge is here. What we're looking for when we turn this pump off here in about a minute, we're hoping that the negative pressure doesn't change. It can change just slightly, but that means you got a leak somewhere. What you want is it to stay steady and not move at all, really. Because if it moves any, it means you got a small leak somewhere, possibly. I do not have the UV dye. I meant to get some, but I just didn't get any. We got about 30 seconds here, and I'll be shutting this all off and looking for looking to see if it's going to lose any pressure. This part takes the longest because you're having to wait for the pump to vacuum it out, draw all the moisture out of the system. This system here, I'm not exactly sure if it's a double system or a single. I'm going to ask my fiance how she thinks about it being. It's got double controls. It's got controls. There we go. Alrighty, so we're going to shut our manifold off. We're going to turn the pump off. And we're going to restart our timer for another 30 minutes. Okay guys, so we've got a couple of minutes here left on our 30-minute test. Gauges are looking good. Still holding a negative 30 psi vacuum on it. Pump's been off for 30 minutes roughly. I think we're gonna be good. Let me get you a quick look here at the at everything. Get my light out here. Oh, there it is. Oops. Yeah, see, it's holding a negative 30 psi all the way across the board there, both gauges, which is really, really good. So we'll just see what happens here. But we got about a minute. We got less than a minute here for the alarm. Get you all set back up here so you can see what's going on. Right there. Get that moved up so it doesn't make any more noise. Okay. Got 23 seconds, 22. And then we'll get started here in just a few seconds on the rest of it. But I'm tickled to death. It's holding a vacuum really, really well. I'll have to admit, I was not thinking it was going to hold a vacuum this well. Alright, so now that that's done, I'm going to disconnect the pump here and get a can of Freon put on it. So we're going to start the vehicle, get the AC set on high all the way around. Just so bear with me here, this could be a little bit of a long section. So. Actually, I'll probably just bring it back when I've got it ready to start putting Freon in it. Alright, so apparently my camera screwed up or I forgot to turn it on one. But I've got the Freon in it already. This system on a double system calls for 40.5 ounces of Freon. Well, I have 48 total with 4 cans that I bought. I went ahead and put all 48 in. Yes, that's probably a little more than it needs. I'm currently not happy with my head pressure, but my low pressure, or my high pressure, I'm currently not happy with. I would have liked to have seen it closer to 200. Right now it's a little over 300 psi. But my low pressure is doing really good. It's under 50. Looks to be riding about 42, 43 psi, which is really good. The inside of the van is really cold right now. I'm loving it. It's not hot out here right now. It's comfortable. It's warm. When the sun goes down here in Texas, it cools off. Or when the sun goes down here in Texas, it cools down because you ain't got the heat and everything, but the ground's heated up from the sun and everything. So it's not as cold, say, as what Arkansas weather has right now. I'm going to let this run for just a little bit, let the van run for a little while. I'm going to keep my gauges hooked up here. Keep an eye on it for just a little while. I've got to load up some tools for tomorrow because I got to go back to work and I need some of my tools there with me. So I'm going to load them up real quick while I'm keeping an eye on this. I'll bring us back here in just a little bit, but other than that, I'm loving it. It worked great. AC's going. I'm going to have cool air for when I'm driving this thing down. Perfect. I'll see you guys in just a second. Okay, so van's done. AC's fixed on it. It was a success. Shocking for me. Uh, I didn't really expect it to go as smoothly as it did. Like I said a while ago, the high pressure, the high side was a little too high for my liking, but the low side was down. So it could be the fact that I put in a little too much. You know, I put in about 8 ounces more than it needed, but that is a double system. I figured it out real quick. That is a double system on one pump. So I basically charged the entire system front to back of the van. And boy, is it cold. It felt great sitting in that thing for a little bit. Everything's loaded up for tomorrow, though. I got a couple of batteries here charging that I've got to have to work or to use. Probably won't need any of my tools, but I want to have them just in case. Again, this was a first for me. I've never used an entire system like that. I've used these gauges a couple of times, nothing major, mostly to add in Freon. Usually working with somebody else. The vacuum pump, though, that was the first. That was a major first, and for it to go as smoothly as it did was awesome. I couldn't ask for anything better. Um, the kit what I got off of Amazon, uh, it was not an expensive kit. It costed me like I want to say like 139 bucks or something like that, but don't quote me on it. Just if you guys want to know, maybe to do your own, go on Amazon and look up vacuum pump kits, AC vacuum pump kits. And mine's the VO Home. Comes with the gauges, the pump, and a couple other little adapters and stuff. Um, it worked great. I actually liked it. Uh, when my truck gets fixed and it's back on the road, I've got to give it a top off. So we'll do another video on it if I get my truck back. It's been long enough. I'm about tired of it not being fixed. So, anyways, I'm gonna call it a day for now. It's nighttime. It's after 10 o'clock. Oh shoot, it's almost midnight. I've been working on this for 2 hours. But I mean, 2 hours worth of time, and my AC is fixed. I have good AC in that van now, front to back. Again, I'm happy with it. I'm very tickled. Uh, I've got, I think that's pretty much it. I got to do an oil change on the van here eventually. I think we're going to take that to a shop, though, because we have full coverage on these, on both this and my truck. And we really need to make sure we have paperwork saying that we're having this stuff done. But it's got to have an oil change done on it. I've got to do a rotate and balance on the tires, which we'll probably have a shop do at the same time we do the oil change. So probably won't video any of that. But I've got some work coming up this weekend here at the house. So stay tuned. Got plenty more. I got some woodworking coming up. So I don't have any more. That's it for my car stuff right now. I'll have more in the future, but as of right now, there's not much more for me to do. I do have one more thing to do to the van, and we may do that this weekend. I probably will. I'm going to buff these headlights out on this van, make them shine better. They are rough as all get out and hard to see on the road at night. So we're going to buff them out. I've got a kit that we're going to try. Might do that this weekend, and I've got some woodworking coming. We're going to start on our garden. I'll build some raised garden beds. So stay tuned. There's plenty more to come. May take me some time to get some of this out because, like I said, I live in a rental house in a subdivision. I can't really do a whole lot with what I've got, or with the area I am, because I am so close to my neighbors. I don't really want to bug them too bad. So most of what I'm trying to do is quieter. Yeah. But anyways, I'm gonna give a shout out to a buddy of mine, my fiance's adopted brother, I guess you'd say, Jason Meyer. Thank you, man. Uh, what you did on that AC pump was awesome. Thank you for changing it out and helping me and my fiance out. We truly, truly feel thankful for it. Again, thank you, Jason Meyer. On that note, I'm going to sign off. It's midnight. I'm tired. I've got to get up early. So, smash that like button. Hit the subscribe button while you're in there. By all means, share my videos.